didn't have, depth last year, but we got, a bunch of guys that are playing really well, and, we're meshing really well as a group, and I think we're striving every day.
Coach, when you coached this year, you talked about how maybe they can take a few reps off your plate. I'm sure you want to play as much as possible, but what would that mean for you? When you have guys who maybe go 4 or 5 deep, what would that mean for you as a coach?
Yeah, I think depth is a good thing for any room, in the way that we push each other, and on game day, I mean, I really have the mindset that, I can play as many plays as be out there for, and I'm giving my best every play. But having depth, keeping guys fresh, and having guys with different skill sets, I think it's huge for our room, huge for the offense.
What have those guys brought, especially the 2 newest ones, Christian and Davin?
Yeah, I mean, both of them, they're really good players. Davin, he's versatile, he's big, he's a big body, he's getting better every day, and he's a really good player. I mean, this is only his 3rd season, and he's a good player. Christian, also a great guy. I mean, both of them are great for the room, great guys, down-to-earth guys. I love playing with them. So far, they're becoming buddies of mine, and they're great dudes. And Christian, he's really physical. He's a really good run blocker, and yeah, it's been fun to grow with those guys and play with them as well.
It's been like see Cole get back on the field and full and in rep with you guys.
Yeah, it's been great, to have him back, to play next to him again. And, it's been great. He's striving every day as well and getting better, and yeah, it's been great having him back.
Was there a process you went through coming here to become an every down tight end, complete tight end? And what are some of the things you think you've improved at since you arrived here?
Yeah, I think I strive every day to be the most complete tight end I can be, and I think since I've been here, I strive to be the most physical and best blocking tight end I can be, but I've also had to get better, in the passing game and route running and kind of being more savvy. I'm not, the fastest guy out there, but I think for me, just learning how to, find open zones and be a better route runner versus man coverage, I think is a big point of emphasis for me this year, this past off season, and moving forward.
Sorry for me to ask, but to be a team captain for you, what does that mean in the support from your teammates?
It means a lot. It means a lot. I mean, it's the biggest honor you can have on a football team, I think, and just to know that guys think highly of me and think of me as a leader and a captain is great. And being a transfer too, just coming in and having support from the whole team and just growing and becoming the best leader I can be, it's huge. And just yeah, it's awesome. It's a huge honor.
I mean, what did it take to become kind of a critical voice in the room as a transfer, to kind of insert yourself and get to where you are now?
Yeah, I think it took a lot of growth. Coming here, I had a lot of growth from moving away from home, and just that that first year it was tough. Like I said, moving away from home and just finding my way on the team. But I think for me, I'm not a big rah guy, kind of. And, a little more to myself, but I think leading by example is a huge thing for me. And, I'm big on, relationships and having relationships with every guy on the team and kind of, from that standpoint. Yeah.
You try to maybe pick your spots of when to raise your voice so guys know that, hey, if Tanner says something, it's serious?
Yeah, for sure. I think when I, get on guys, it's, it can mean more, because like I said, I'm not usually the first guy to get on people, but when I do, I think it carries a little bit more weight, like you said. That's a good thing.
Tanner, what's your level of pride of being on 4 special teams units? It seems like that's one of the things that you take the most pride in on this team.
Yeah, I have great pride in that. As Coach Dish, the special teams coordinator, he instills that in us. And, to play at the next level, you need to be on special teams. And that's what I, strive for every day and, give my all on special teams and on offense. But I think it's a really important part of the game. And just being a, special teams player is huge. And, yeah, for the next level, too, like I said.
Did you do that at Colorado State, or was that something that you got big into when you got here? Was that this could be my role and almost immediately?
Yeah, I had a role on special teams at CSU too. I think my first,
Okay.
Playing a game freshman year. I played
it wasn't
4
completely
games
foreign
special
to
teams.
you or
Yeah.
anything like
No,
that?
it wasn't foreign. KOR, punt. Those are my big two that I've been a part of, and coming here and just growing in my role and doing everything I can.
Can you just? I know that you're not at that position and won't be, but like, can you kind of describe the level of commitment and almost insanity of being a gunner, like out there?
Yeah.
What your job is.
Yeah, I mean,
I talked to Tanner Heckel about
It's a
the
tough.
first thing he said to me was like, "Look, you have to be kind of insane to do this."
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Coach Dish says it a lot. Like that's the hardest position on special teams. And I mean, being a gunner or being a flyer as well. I think it's a huge part of punt and punt return. And those guys, they were great at it last year, and I'm excited to see what they do this year.
With more depth and versatility in the room, is there a feeling in the tight end room that your room's going to play a pretty prominent role in the offense this year?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've been doing a lot of different personnel groupings, and like I said earlier, I think it's great to have as much depth as we can have, and guys with different skill sets and dudes that bring different things to the table. And I think, I think there's going to be a lot of different personnel groupings and different guys that can do different things.
Yeah, one of those is Jordan Anderson.
Yeah.
H-back kind of
sure.
guy. What have you seen from him in camp?
Yeah, Jordan's a great dude. He's a great player, moving from running back to tight end. It says a lot about him. A lot about him as a team guy, doing whatever it takes, doing whatever the offense needs, what the teams need. And I mean, he was playing running back and tight end, moving back and forth. So, yeah, I think, he has a crucial role on our team and in the tight end room and as a, running back as well.